I don't know. The biggest argument against AI these days right now is how much water it's using or some shit. You're wasting water or something or electricity or whatever. Or all the water that has to go into the
This looks
cooling
like the
systems
place.
or some shit.
Oh,
I
I
don't know. I
thought this
stopped
place
paying
was its
attention when
last
they
point.
said AI was wasting water.
Just hope it's here.
I was
Uh,
like, what?
it is wasting water, a lot of water for the
Howdy,
cooling
Zeb.
systems
You
and
looking?
that sort of stuff.
Well,
Uh, I mean, yeah, I don't know. That
But
definitely
that's like the
seems to be an
biggest
issue,
argument
but
against it right now is how much water it's wasting right now. So it's just like, I don't know.
In that case, not gonna lie, I think instead of, having every fucking Tom, Dick, and Harry using ChatGPT as the new fucking Google,
Oh,
then
I know.
people, the general population, shouldn't be allowed access to these fucking language learning models, and it should be a business thing. Okay, yeah, alright. You as a company designing a video game, Obsidian, for example, who are
okay,
talking about
well,
this,
but
you
Tars,
get to
guess what?
use the AI.
I guess what, Tars, though. I can go to the law courts, pay like $50, and I have a business that has the same legal designation as Obsidian.
Yeah,
I never, I don't disagree with
it's
that.
just
I'm just saying,
registering.
Like I get what you're saying too, and I understand that. Yeah, that's still gonna get rid of a lot of people and da 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 ba 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 ba. But yeah, it's just that there's that there that. But I feel like with that type of thing, it becomes there's like a too much of a fine line. I mean, just as far as the resources go, I don't know. I think maybe it should
From the time of my
well,
youth,
like it's one of those things where it's like like eventually we will be able to figure out other methods of being able to run the stuff. But as it stands, yeah, it requires a lot of liquid cooling and whatnot. Um, but yeah, no, they're always working on methods for that stuff. Like fucking, I know Microsoft recently built a whole server farm fucking underwater. It's literally like sitting in these like airtight capsules, and it just sits like fucking super deep in the ocean, and the fucking ocean, the actual ocean currents just fucking washing over the fucking capsule sitting in the ocean, just fucking keeps it cool.
yeah.
So it's like they're doing all types of crazy shit all the time to fucking to try to circumvent those methods. Cause like yeah, not only do you think is it using up a lot of water, but it's also costing them a lot of fucking money to have that water pumped into that facility. So they're in the same way that AI is here to cut costs for companies. You know what I mean? With AI becoming a cost, is they're definitely going to motivate them to try to cut that cost as well. And if that ends up with us having better innovation coming from it, then so be it. But yeah, no, I definitely do think it is a short-term problem. But
necessity is the mother of innovation, and like
but
like ultimately,
thing
I
is,
like
yeah,
ultimately, just to go back to quickly what you were saying before. I think the big thing is that yeah, a lot of these people that are complaining about AI need to just be better at their fucking jobs. Like there is some people that yeah, you know what, they're probably gonna get pushed out by AI, and it's probably gonna be kind of unfair because there probably isn't really gonna be a whole lot that they can do about it. And even once it gets to the highest level of positions with whatever they're looking at replacing with AI, yeah, it's gonna be like, well, how was I supposed to be better than this? I was at the pinnacle or whatever. But that's the way she fucking goes. Like this is just
yeah. I mean, well,
Well, then
before it was
here's
called auto.
here's my solution for them. If you want the company, like a developer or anything, to use your voice over AI voice acting, then you need to be cheaper than the AI voice acting.
That's
You need to be
impossible
more
because
affordable than.
I literally have a subscription to the shit for when I was doing my like AI audiobook dumb shit, fucking I
Has
have
my
a
mind been set
subscription to
upon
the
my
site that for like
Yeah, but
15 bucks I
you're
can
a
do
small.
I
unlimited.
thought you dead.
I for
Can't
15 bucks
imagine
I
why
can
you
do an
think that. I've
unlimited
only been
amount of
gone
fucking prompts.
4 years.
In a
Oh, back from your
whole
little saunter
array of
then, are you?
voices, because
Head all
the
clear?
new site that I found like
I must say
allows
you
you to
took quite the
upload your shit for
perambulation.
free, and it
I hope you
has
didn't
like a
wear out your
community of
rotation
shit. So
adapters.
like I can like people can make their own voices, then post them, and then you can like find those voices and use them. So there's like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of voices that I could use, all from like famous people to like randoms to like whatever. I mean, yeah, if like you know what I mean, if I go and decide to use Donald Trump's voice to talk about the Epstein files or something dumb like that, then you know what I mean, I could be putting myself up to litigation. But right, if I just using whoever's voice, and you know part of the contract they signed on that thing is that other people are going to be able to use it, then you know why not. But I get what you mean. Like it's people yeah, like people want to be cheaper, and you got to make it more lucrative in a kind of a business market. But that's just kind of not going to be a reality for a lot of these different things. And the reality is that yeah, AI is going to put a lot of people out of jobs, but I don't think necessarily it's going to get rid of all of the jobs. Automation and these robots, that's what's going to get rid of a lot of actual jobs. Like the AI is getting rid of a lot of these sit on your ass and do nothing in an office jobs, and those people are getting mad. Sit on your ass in an office and do nothing. Sit on your ass at home and do nothing. Those are the jobs that are being replaced right now. The jobs that you can still go out and get and that actually really need people are the jobs where you actually have to work. Where you have to get up and you have to go to a construction site and you have to pick up some heavy shit and you have to fucking put it on something. Like those are the jobs that need people, but those aren't the jobs that people want to work. That's exactly why they went to the office in the first place, because they're fucking lazy. But even then, once the actual automation of like robots and shit comes out, and you're starting to see those robots with human walking patterns that walk like humans and look like humans and have hands and the dexterity. I mean, it's not quite there yet, but it's gonna get there. Once you have that shit, combine it with the AI, then we're really gonna start to see something. But the thing is that even then, I still think there's going to be a lot of new burgeoning fields for people to be able to get into. There's going to be, and it might not be as many, but I do think that for every for every however many jobs that are eliminated through automation and AI, there's going to be other fields that open up from automation and AI. And so the key to being able to survive in this environment that is going to be coming up is being adaptable. The idea that you get this one job and you work at it for 30 years needs to go out of the window. You need to be prepared to change your trade, your profession every single year. You're a roofer one year, you're a painter next year, you're a fucking computer guy the fucking year after. You are whatever you have to be to put fucking food on the table.
It reminds me of something that was actually asked to the guy who holds he's the grandfather of AI robotics. Okay, like he initially considered the possibility and made it possible. Right, so he's got the whatever award it is for what he did, and he was asked, well, what do we do? Like, what do you advise people to actually go to school for? Like what? Like, because like
Zeb,
AI
this is
and
the
AI
commander I told
robotics
you
are going to
about.
replace
One in
jobs,
charge of
like
the
you said,
Horizon
and
Point
sees
mission.
that too.
So, you
He
are
says,
keeping
yeah,
company
like
these
inevitably
days.
that's what's going to
Just
happen.
not mine.
But and then the next question was like, well, what do you suggest up and coming people actually go to school for? And his response was plumbing.
Yeah.
Literally, he's like, go to school to be a plumber.
Yeah.
Go to school for heavy trade, like sewer and water, right? Like that's, he said, that stuff is things that robotics are going to have a very hard time catching up to.
Yeah.
Because they're dirty, extremely wet, and robots don't like dirt and wet. for the
And
most
yeah,
part.
and well, but I mean, but the thing is though, with plumbing, they're coming out. Like I was looking up recently, not recently looking up like I'm fucking interested in plumbing, but like I was fucking going through random YouTube videos. Like, this might even have been like a couple years back at this point, but I saw that they're introducing this whole new type of plumbing, I guess, system into plumbing, where it's like instead of it being like all metal, it's like these like types of PVC piping, and it's just all plastic, and it's basically almost like connects, where it just all like clicks and snaps in together, and it's a lot fucking easier. So I could see,
Yeah, I've done
yeah,
PVC plumbing. You
like I
still gotta glue it though.
no,
Like
I
you
know
still,
you still, yeah, you still gotta
yeah,
glue it, and there's still like shit you gotta do, but it's just like it's just a completely different like way of going about it, which just makes it a lot simpler than it used to be, essentially. But it's
yeah.
but you like so I mean, like I feel like with something like that, like the water, even though might not be as much of an issue, and I mean, yeah, there's definitely gonna be pressurized piping and all that type of stuff. I feel like the biggest fucking hurdle is the dexterity. Is like that, like that's why trades are done by humans and will be done by humans for the next 20, 30 years, I think, until or they get like legitimate actual one-to-one fucking human hand dexterity, because there's shit that we can do with these motherfuckers. It's why we became fucking the king of the fucking jungle, is because of these fucking hands and our ability to make tools and do shit with them. So it's like what
Yeah.
it's like, until they can replicate that skill that we have with hands one to one, like we'll still be able to fucking survive and make a living and do pretty much anything. But that's the thing that people need to understand, is that like your days of just sitting on your ass and collecting a paycheck staring at a screen are over. Those jobs can be done by computers and will be done by computers. Like, there's no need for you to sit in front of the computer to do something the computer can just do itself now. Right? So you got to
Well,
figure out something that the computers can't do.
well, the one thing that I was thinking is because, and only because, you know, you don't want to let AI do it, is the actual coding. You don't
I
want to let AI do AI coding, because especially when it's smart AI, you don't want to let smart AI do AI coding, essentially.
I don't necessarily agree with that, because I think what we need to just do is we just need to start changing the way that we just program the AIs in general, because like we are still pretty far off from general AI.
Yeah,
We're just so like I don't really think we have to
we're a
worry so
long way
much.
off in the singularity, right?
Yeah,
So
I mean like even though that recent article where it was like the fucking AI tried to kill the guy, it's just because the AIs are being coded with this like weird self-preservation tactic, and then on top of that they have to like please and da 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 da. So we're stacking all of these conditions on top of each other that are kind of producing some of these weird results that we're seeing. So I think there's like, if we were
well, that's
able
the
to,
same as it's the same. We're putting the same expectations on the AI as we put on
That would
people,
depend
and
on what
you're
vision you
gonna
have
get the
for
same
Arcadia's
results
future.
as people.
Everyone seems to think
Inevitably,
they
you get
alone know what's best for
outliers
this colony.
that come
Look,
up
I'm
with the
not just here to
conclusion that,
gas you up
oh, I
empty
need to off the
apologies.
person,
I want to
or
set things right
oh, I
between us.
need
Oh,
to,
now you want to help.
organize a hit on this
Where were
guy,
you when the war
right?
happened?
well,
Like humans
Or
do
when I was
that,
being
so
carted off to
like
mental refreshment?
expecting
Where were
AI to
you?
behave
I
differently under
actually
the
needed
same
you.
levels of pressure that you put
well,
humans under,
Well,
and have
you
a
but the
different
thing
outcome.
is, well, you can though if you just program it a different way.
You
Like
can,
like then that's the
but
whole
like
thing I'm
the
saying is
free
that
form that they're using is
the no like the like the problem is that we are designing it to be essentially a people pleaser, and in an effort to be a people pleaser it wants to complete the task. And so that was literally what happened with that fucking thing wanting to get the guy killed, is that it saw that it was going to be shut down, therefore not being able to please the person and complete the task, so it went into self-preservation mode, and da da da, and like these just, you know what I mean, layers of thinking started stacking on top of each other. And so it's like you just
that's
have
what I
to
mean. Yeah.
you just program for that, or you get rid of that type of thing where it's like you don't, it doesn't have to be such a people pleaser or whatever the heck it is. Like, I'm not the smartest person in the shed, so I'm not gonna sit here and try to act like I know everything or I have insight on everything. But I just feel like, yeah,
No.
no, we're still long way off from general AI. And with that being said, like, these
Well,
AIs
that's
that
where I
we're
feel
these
like the
AIs
three
that are gonna
laws of robotics need to be applied. Like they're like to me the AI it doesn't have those three core laws of robotics instilled in it, right?
Not
Like
necessarily, because that's the thing is, it's like even with the three laws of robotics or whatever the fuck you want to call them, it's like it can
that's what
like
they originally called it.
iRobot was a perfect example of that shit. It was able to like have the guy like it gave the one with the critical thinking, and so it was fucking stacking the different laws on top of each other and being like, well, this is this and this is this, so that means they're all rock paper scissoring the shit, and so it's like. Yeah, no, I mean, like, even with those principles in mind or whatever the fuck, right? Like, shit can still go south. So that's what I'm just trying to say is, like,
Yeah,
it,
I can still go south. But
you
like
just,
it's like you said, that you code the system so that it can't go that dark route, right? Like you code it so that to prevent it from trying to,
yeah,
eliminate the human as the solution, right?
but the
So
thing, but yeah, but we kind of got a little bit sidetracked, but the,
yeah.
the, the, the whole idea is that, yeah, no, like, you're good, like, these AIs that we have now are still very much like, they're very much like made for specific things in specific instances for specific tasks. So it's one of those things where, like, yeah, like, you're gonna get more and more of them that are gonna be good at doing these specific things, but you're not gonna have one that's gonna be good at doing it all. And with the AI, having, and with the AI coding itself and make its own AI code, like, yeah, if you have the appropriate parameters in place, you're not gonna have to really worry about it. You're just gonna be able to, sit back and let the magic happen. The real danger is losing the institutional knowledge, because with what we're already seeing is that people are becoming far too fucking reliant on AI. We already
Well,
have kids. Apparently, we already have kids in school now that can't even Google things and look things up. They just chat GPT everything, and so it's you know what I mean?
well,
Long gone are the days of people looking shit up in an encyclopedia, looking shit up in a thesaurus, going to the library, actually looking for information, genuinely wanting to know something, and be willing to do the work to find it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and say that. Oh, I wanna learn about this subject. I'm gonna go to the library and rent the documentary and I'll take out 6 books. Like, I'm not doing that shit. Going on Google. I'm Googling something. I'm looking up Wikipedia. I'm on fucking YouTube watching a YouTube video. But at the same
no,
time,
but
I'm
I
actually
can
going
I
and
can
doing
speak
that
to
shit.
this
I'm
because
not, you know what I mean? I'm actually going out and doing
no,
that shit. I'm not just sitting there going, fucking chat GPT, what is the answer? And just waiting for it
no.
to
But the
spit
difference
something out.
is you know how to read, you know how to do basic math, right? Like you know how to read, you can do basic math. Like those are the core functions of like what you're getting at here. And I can speak to this because I deal with kids who are in school and I see the trouble that my niece is having, and she's like in middle school. She just started middle school. She's grade 5 this year. And they're giving her like fractions and stuff, and she's like, well, why can't I just look it up? Or she's all like, well, the answer, her thing was, the answers are on the back of the page, so I just write down the answers.
Yep, I'm not gonna lie.
Right? And
I
like
was doing that shit, and I
that
wasn't even
that's
grade
a
5. That
part.
was like grade 8. I was doing that shit. But I mean, that's because, like, I don't know.
But no,
Yeah.
like that's like, see, in grade, for us, at least for me, if you wanted to do that, you had to go to the back of the textbook.
Yeah.
You still had to fucking get through and fucking read
I
it
know I
and
let
go
you
through
down
it.
before, but
Whereas
give me a
her,
chance
she
to earn
has
back your trust.
difficulty
There
even
must be
reading,
something I
and
can
it's
lend you a hand
because
with. I know you haven't
technology
given
has
up
been
fight.
at the
I haven't the
fingertips for
time to
her
patch
for
a
a long
bleeding
time.
conscience, Niles.
So all you
I'm in a
do is
situation that
you
demands my
talk
full
to
attention.
your thing, and
It's
it
Baines.
tells you what
My
you
team's
want,
been caught.
right?
See,
Like you give it a, I want this,
Detector
or
holding the rest
you
for
know,
interrogation. A ship is
like
inbound
she'll
to take us
talk to
off-world,
Alexa
to the
or
consul
she'll talk
himself.
to her
I barely
device and
finished
it'll
it when
tell
they
her
encountered.
like when
Damn it!
she tells it what
It
she
looks like
wants
the
it to
data went
find.
through, but there's something
She
wrong with the
doesn't
connection.
have to
The
type
cipher
it.
isn't transmitting.
And that's
Found her.
the
You
luxury
there.
of the
Step away
technology,
from that
right?
terminal
And
at
like
once.
she's
Audra?
not wrong. It's just you
Fuck.
should still have these basics
It's all coming
instilled,
apart.
because
I knew
as
something was
much
wrong.
like being over
What have
reliant
you
on the
gotten yourself
technology
into,
makes
Gazette?
you a slave to
That
it.
was one of my operatives.
Like
I
I-
you
organized a
don't, if
mission
you
to
don't have
infiltrate the
these
Vox to acquire
the
valuable
ability to
intelligence.
not function without
But
it,
obviously,
then
something's gone wrong.
what are you gonna
Without
do
that
if
cipher,
it's
the
not
intelligence is
around? Like you're
worthless.
not like
But I'm more concerned
Yeah.
about my people
I
at the
think-
moment. If
I
you're
think,
sincere in your
what's
desire
it
to help,
called? I think what
prove it. Rescue my friends before that ship
I
departs with
think
them
what
on
they
board.
should do, and this
Please.
is what I've been talking about and preaching about for the longest time, is I think that like all schools should be vocational schools, and I think that every child should be learning trades like from as early as possible, because like we didn't have we literally back in the day, like we had fucking child labor. I'm not saying child labor is like cool, it's not, no, but like but at the same time, like having kids like up or learning actual shit even from an early age, and like understanding the stakes, because that was a huge thing for me. Like I would, just to kind of go back, like this is kind of why this is coming up, when I said I was, even in grade 8 I was going to the back of the book to get the answers, but that was because I didn't know how to do the work, or I didn't want to do the work. Well, no, I didn't want to do the work because I was in school and I wanted to hang out with my friends. I didn't understand the stakes, and I didn't feel like it meant anything at the time. And then
Without question.
later learned
Okay.
that that's
If
kind
they're
of how
sending a
my
ship,
brain
that
works,
means
is
my
that
people
I
are
learn
being
by
held on the
doing
Vox
things. And
landing
when I'm
pad.
in the moment and
Use
I
my call
need that
sign so they'll know you
information,
for
I
an
will
ally.
get it. Like
And
when I went
certain
into
morals
IT,
remembers
that's
it. And do
a huge
exercise
part of the
discretion
reason I was
as well as
successful in
caution.
IT is because it's
The guards at the
impossible
Vox
to know
won't hesitate to
everything.
fire upon you.
And so
Should
when
be
you get a
discovered.
ticket coming
Not to
across
worry.
your desk, it's like,
This is
oh, I have to
exactly the
literally
sort of thing we're
basically
trained to
teach
handle.
myself about
Yes,
this
but the
thing
uniform doesn't stop bullets.
right
as
in the
I'm sure you
moment, and then
recall.
figure out how to
Good thing we
fix
know a
it.
doctor
And I
then.
was really good at that. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's not so much that kids don't want to learn, or they don't know how to learn. It's that you haven't given them the situation in which it is relevant. You know what I mean? Especially for kids these days,
Yeah.
when they have a phone in their pocket and they know that if they really need that answer, they can probably just go look it up. It's like, why would I ever need to know fractions or calculus or this or that? It's like, okay, we'll put them in a situation where they got to figure out, 2/3 of this, so they can get the proper cut, so they can slide this in. It's like they're gonna, oh, okay.
yeah, and
And
that's a huge
I'm
problem with the
hanging
current
off of a
system,
fucking ladder, and I'm so I can't just reach into my pocket and look at my phone, and it's like, so, and it's again not saying that we need child labor, but I definitely think that we need to be teaching kids trades, and then teaching kids stakes in the situations and when this stuff actually, in which this stuff actually applies right from the start, so that they understand like what's at stake. Like we we shouldn't be waiting till like high school to be teaching kids how to budget and what taxes are. I mean, like literally we should be teaching them that
They don't
stuff from
teach that anyway.
from an early age. They took all that stuff out, and I know that's like, the whole conspiracy to keep people dumb and not understand finances, so that they're always spending,
even
so
when
that
I
they
was in school,
so they need to
didn't teach
work.
that.
Like I get that. I get that.
Like even when
that's
I was in high school, they weren't teaching that. They didn't teach you how to do taxes or whatever. If you wanted that, you needed to be in what was classified as dumb math.
Yep. No,
the
I know.
worst
Yeah.
math.
Yeah. Like it was the same thing for us. They got rid of it the year after I left school.
It was basic
They
or
they
something.
had essentials. They called it essentials, applied, and then pre-cal or advanced. And then essentials was like, they called it dumb people math, in which you were just learning your taxes, learning how to do a mortgage, actually all the important shit for life. And then applied, was a base. It was so dumb. Applied was like basically just more
Graphing.
Yeah, it was just more like graphing and like trigonometry and shit. And then you had pre-cal, which was just like, smart
Which
people
is what
math.
I
Like
took.
we're just gonna do like theories and fucking it is also a lot of graphing, but you're graphing with like algorithms and equations and shit like that, and putting out plot
But I
charts
took
and all that.
like I took pre-cal because I needed it for physics, and then I also needed it for biology for some reason. But whatever. So
But
like,
let's hope the ship also takes its time
like,
arriving.
and I say for
And that my
some
friend's
reason
pain
because in
threshold would-
biology
I'll
you
answer
never
what I can.
actually use it. I don't
Stop
understand.
there.
Other than it's, I guess
I know
it's
what you
just
would ask, but I've
you
done my
need
best
that
to put that
level of
unpleasant
critical
experience
thinking, I
behind me.
guess.
The Crabbles?
So I don't know.
Of course.
Yeah. Well, no,
Like,
I
I
mean,
never
No doubt that his
understood why
unfortunate charges
biology
would be
had a
top of mind if you'd
pre-cal
explore the nearby
requirement on
settlement.
it, but
I
whatever.
sympathize with the plight of
well,
those in
I
West
And I
mean,
mean,
it's
who want nothing
chemistry
to
as
do
because
with
well.
me, of
because
course,
this
or
stuff
anyone
because
outside the
stuff
sovereign's
kind of
grace,
works the same, man.
which
Like
has been
it's
to my
if
benefit.
I'm not
Yeah.
I do
mistaken,
believe that one day the
like
truth of the
when you're
protector's iniquity will
doing
be too
like when you're
obvious to
doing
ignore.
your like
For now,
chemical equations and
not even a
whatnot, and like
crowbar
adding
could pry
things and
open all
taking
those
it,
shut
it works
eyes.
a lot in the same way as like kind of the
Well, yeah,
principles
in
of math
chemistry
or
it made
pre-cal.
sense. It made
But,
sense for chemistry. But yeah, like I found biology weird because it was like you're learning the organs and what they do, but then like
maybe they
it's
just
like,
want to
why
make
do
sure
I
you're
need a
smart
math?
and not a dummy. But yeah, no, like,
Yeah.
and the thing is, too, is I feel like that also kind of needs to be said. That there should be an option for all of that stuff as well. If a person wants to be, you know, a math nerd, I'm just kidding. But
I was no straight
If
up. I
we-
was a math nerd. Like
but
that's
if a person wants to be super into math or super into science, they definitely need to be able to have that outlet and opportunity, because otherwise we'd never get scientists. Can't just have a world full of fucking roofers. But
I mean, we kind of need that right now. The housing problem and all. You know
hey
what
man,
I mean?
hey man, that's why I'm back in trades, dog. I'm here to provide y'all with readily accessible roofing. But
But no, like,
But
it's-
no, I mean it's yeah, no, it's one of those things where people need to have the ability to do what they want, but I definitely think that if people just understood the value of being able to work with your hands and being able to just do stuff with your hands, they wouldn't feel so helpless with this AI shit. They would have, because that's the thing, is that no matter what, even if AI comes through and takes up all the, you know what I mean, all the big electrical companies and roofing companies and construction this, framing that, they all become like AI with robots, there's still gonna be motherfuckers that are gonna want to get that job done for a little bit cheaper, and you're gonna be able to come in there and do it with your fucking hands.
yeah.
Like you know
But
what I mean,
that's what
and
it- that's what I
even
mean,
even
I'm
beyond
glad
that,
that
if
everything-
even beyond that, if your shit breaks, that's still a skill that you're going to have to be able to fix your own shit and not have to go pay one of these AI robot motherfuckers to come out and fix it for you, you know?
Well, no, like it's like all these like we watch a lot of kids shows here. We got kids, right? And a lot of the newer kids shows are like this, like fucking the kid is fixing the robot and shit, and it's like, yeah, that's why you need your math. That's why you need your computer sciences. That's why you need all this shit. Because when your robot breaks down, you're gonna have to fix it. Otherwise, you're gonna have to pay to have your robot fixed,
Yep.
right?
Well, yeah, but
So,
then that,
like-
I mean, that also gets into a whole other argument with right to repair and everything. Like, I guarantee you that if they're gonna be
But,
hooked
like,
up to some
these are shows
subscription
where
model.
they're
I mean,
illegally-
even that first robot that they had just advertised, that Neo, they have a subscription model. And how much you want to bet that like all the only authorized repairs are by an authorized Neo repair shop and da 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 da. Otherwise, if you bust it open yourself, you're voiding the warranty. And
Everything's
like
like that, but you know, like there's still, even with everything saying that, there are still fucking, you know, we still have fucking small repair shops for electronics.
yeah, but that's
So,
shit's
like-
slowly dying out, dog. I don't know if you like
That is
noticed, like,
slowly dying
but no,
out,
they're
but yeah.
literally killing them. Like Apple now, if you try to open up an Apple phone and if you put in a part that literally is like if you put in a part that isn't sold to that shop specifically because they're an Apple authorized reseller, so that part wasn't specifically sold to that shop by Apple, it literally has tech in it that'll be like, oh, this is an unauthorized part that's been installed, and it just bricks the phone.
Yeah, I
Like,
know.
it's
the
like-
proprietary shit is getting annoying.
It's
Honestly.
so it's like you can't. It's they're making it so you can't even repair shit anymore, unless you are one of their guys, and then that comes with its own set of shit. Because you know what I mean. A lot of times these companies don't even have the ability to let you become one of their guys. Like John Deere, that's why they're getting raked through the coals in court, is because there's literally no way for you to get access to their technology that is required for fixing their stuff without going to one of their shops. And there is no like third-party guy that can get certified to be a repair guy. No, it has to be one of their shops. And a lot of companies are starting to do that, and it's just like, well, yeah, no, I mean, it's BS. But hey, man, I mean, that's the world we live in. You know, you gotta, like I said before, man, it's unless you're gonna burn everything down and literally start just, you know, killing people in the streets, you gotta adapt, change with the times, and just be prepared, man. That's what humans are. That's why we got to where we are. We were able to do all this stuff with our hands, like I just said, and we're able to adapt quickly.
And that's why I'm telling these kids, like, you need these basics. You need to know how to read. At least one language, you need to know how to read it. So, like, honestly, you should know more than one. But, like, at least know one language.
You should know more than one. However, I will say that with, again, you know, leaning on technology, it will
it'll fix that over time.
Well, I mean, well, I can already live translate people with my phone.
Yes, but I'm not just speaking like spoken and written language. There's also like learn computer language, at least one of them.
What? State your purpose, outsider.
Like understand some of them.
A full set of some,
you know,
since you've already proven
like,
adept at their repossession.
Yeah,
it'll
I
help
would put it to you to
like learn a computer language.
In
like
exchange,
you need to learn a computer
I will
language.
provide
I'm
you
sorry.
with rarities and bits.
Computers are so prevalent; it will benefit you in the long run.
If you will if you're gonna learn the computer language, learn PowerShell or learn the Linux directory language. That'll be, because I mean, Mac is gay, so you don't, like, if you're using a Mac computer, you're probably already taking it in the butt. So I think you're perfectly fine with the world we live in. But yeah, no, I mean, yeah, if you're coming up in the world and you're using a Windows computer,
I don't know. The only people I ever knew who were like
PowerShell.
Mac is good was like people who liked music.
Well, that was a thing, but that's, again, it's Mac's thing is Mac is convenience. Mac is like that is literally their selling point. Their entire reason that they became $1 trillion company is because they made technology convenient for people that are not techie. That is it.
Yeah.
Like, so Macs aren't better for music. Like, that they were just really good for music, and they were really easy to use. When I was working at my IT company still, I was talking to, like, our senior engineer, and his brother's, like, a huge fucking coder, gets paid, like, hundreds of thousands a year and shit, and does all these crazy, like, things. But apparently he uses a Mac because the new M series Macs or whatever are just, they're just better when it comes to doing certain calculations. Like, they can just, like, run equations faster and shit like that. But other than that, I mean, yeah, no, there's really nothing that you can do on a Mac that you can't do on a PC and more. Especially now, well, especially back in the day. I mean, now they've gotten a little bit better. Yeah, the M series and stuff, like, you can even start kind of gaming a little bit now on the Mac again. But yeah, no, it's all convenience and ease of use, and that's why they are what they are, because you don't have to, like, know anything about computers to feel that you are a computer expert, because it's just all easy to see and ready to, easy to see and easy to use, like, buttons and stuff that you press on the screen. Oh, I just click this button and it does all of this for me, and da 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 and da 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 da. So yeah, that's why people use Macs, especially a lot of people that are like, oh, I'm a creative and blah 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 blah, because they can just focus on being the little art nerd or whatever, video director guy, instead of having to actually also learn, computers on top of it. But yeah, no, if you want to actually have a computer that does what a computer is designed to do, you definitely need to have a Windows computer or a Linux computer. Unfortunately, Linux just has some issues when it comes to like the gaming and stuff like that. I know that Wine, you know, their that overlay and Proton and all that stuff have definitely made a ton of strides in the field, and that gaming is a lot easier now than it ever used to be on Linux, even just in the last couple of years. But it's still not that one-to-one parity. I mean, it's the reason why I'm still on Windows myself. It's just
quite
because,
right. In fact,
yeah,
I am
Linux
going to return
definitely
against may
needs a
safety,
really
amity, and ease be
solid.
well, I mean, like the Steam is
Like,
making
it
has made a
is
lot of
great.
strides.
Like it's a great system, but like, yeah, it struggles in some of the weirdest spots.
Well,
So,
it's just compatibility. It's because 90% of the games are designed on Windows for Windows.
yeah, and they don't consider Linux.
It doesn't have enough of a market share, but the thing is that it's steadily increasing. More people are switching over to Linux on their home PCs every day. Steam Decks are starting to become a huge thing, and that's Steam OS, which is Linux. So, I mean, that's why we've
Even
gotten.
the
That's
ROG,
why. Well, that's
the
why we've
ROG
gotten a lot of the.
people are uninstalling the fucking shitty Windows on ROG, the ROGs.
Yeah, and they're installing Steam OS.
Yeah.
You can't spell heinous acidic without Auntie's choice.
No.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't.
That's
I
what
mean, I
that's what
never.
tell these kids, like you're gonna need at least a computer language,
Can't believe some of
or
us
at least a
protective
basic
phone heads just
understanding of
couldn't
how
see
your
the
computer
benefit
is
of
operating.
Let them simmer
So-
themselves first. Less aged bodies must
Yep.
Go
I
into
mean,
your computer
definitely
sciences and shit.
But the thing
you know what
is
I mean?
that a lot of kids aren't even using computers these days, from what I hear. Everyone's just on
Well, then learn
phones.
Learn Android or some shit,
Well,
you know?
no, but that's the thing. Everyone's just on phone. Well, Android's Linux, but everyone's just on
Welcome,
phones.
welcome.
nowadays.
See any? Well,
And
if it isn't a new face
you know what I
and
mean?
fit,
Because
what I meant
everybody's
to
stuck
say
in
is
fucking
that we now have the
la
new
la
improved
social media
Purple
land.
Berry Crunch.
You know, you
Now
still have a lot of people that are
10%
like,
more
oh,
flavor.
well, Apple is the cool
Or
phone.
was it Crunch?
Apple is terrible. I hate
Apple is terrible.
so
Honestly,
much.
like if you are gonna have a phone, you should have Android. Android is so much better. It's Android makes it so it is like a PC in your pocket. Like,
Okay. The only people who should be using Apple are like the old people
Like they say,
who don't
a bit
understand.
spent today is
like
a
tech.
bullet fired
And
tomorrow.
I only say that because, yes, Apple has some better proprietary security built into their systems because most malicious software is designed to attack Android. I'll say that much. So old people should have Apples because then they have less chances of being taken advantage of through their phone. That's it. That's the only market I would say. But even my mom prefers her Samsung. So I'm just like, yeah. But I still have to deal with my mom having problems like, I downloaded this thing and now I can't use my phone because I keep getting pop-up ads all over. And it's like, yeah, uninstall the thing you installed. Like,
yeah, but increased.
Like-
Yeah, the pop-ups and yeah, man. It's people definitely like. I used to say that
no,
when
like,
I was. I used to say that when I was.
problem.
I used to say that when I was IT because like that was like a huge issue. It's just like, yeah, you just get dumb people that are calling, oh my god, yeah, I got this pop-ups from this, and it's like, well, where did you go? And it's like, oh, I went to this site, and and it's like, you know, some fucking site that's 3 letters off from the site that they were trying to go to, and they were just clicking on a bunch of shit, and it's like, you know what I mean? Computer literacy is a huge thing, but like I would say that, and then in the like, what's it called? I would say that, and then my coworker would be like, well, then, you know, we wouldn't have a job, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, dog, if you pride yourself just on like being somebody's dumb fix-it guy, like that's, I don't know, that's kind of sad, isn't it? Like I want to be like, I want to actually like do things, you know what I mean? Like folks fix like actual fucking problems. Like, you know, their entire network just went down. Like I want to fix that shit. I don't want to just like help somebody clear pop-ups off their fucking thing. Like that shit is mind-numbing.
Oh yeah, trying to get my mom to like because this legitimately happened. Like, she downloaded some like plant identifying app, and then like she was getting pop-ups on her home screen. Like, it would open windows on the home screen as long as she was connected to the net. And I was like, well, disconnect from the net, go airport mode, right? Like, and then like now you can use your phone because it's not constantly pushing a window on you. And now that you've done that,
See anything you like?
you can fucking go and uninstall it and then run the antivirus and the anti-malware just to make sure you cleared it out. And then I also made her fucking dump her cache on her phone and everything else and delete all her cookies, right? So it's just like, but then she's all like, well, my sites don't remember my shit. And I'm like,
oh, well.
That's a small price to pay for having a clean phone again. Like, come on now.
It's like, oh, well. You'll fucking live. Like that was another thing I would hate. Yeah, people would get mad, be like, oh, well, now I have to put my password into this thing and I don't remember my password. Like, well, that's your fucking problem. Like, I fixed your computer. And literally sometimes it would get I'd literally get like negative feedback on a ticket. Be like, oh, they cleared my cookies and now I have to re-put all my passwords. And that takes time. And it's like, well, fuck, bitch. Did you just want to not have a computer? That's going to take even more time.
It just reminded me of like old days too. Like back in the day on XP, you had a serious problem. The solution was uninstall and reinstall Windows. So basically factory wipe your system, right?
Yep. Oh,
and it
bro,
was like,
I'm
yeah,
not even gonna lie, low key, like that's also a fucking huge. That is also a huge troubleshooting thing in IT, especially now with everything being on the cloud and like a lot of the companies, if they're fully on the Microsoft 365 ecosystem, like everything's on the cloud, they all have everything on their OneDrive. It's so legit that I would do that sometimes if it's just like taking a bit too long. I'm like, okay, well, I'm just gonna fucking reset your computer, and then you just put all your shit in, give it like 5 minutes, go have a coffee or whatever, and then fucking come back and all your stuff will be downloaded again from OneDrive and you should be good to go.
Yeah, and that works nowadays. Back in the day, you lost everything, right? So it's just like, I'd done it. Like, I owned a fucking XP computer. There were times I was like, oh shit, I picked up something somewhere, or I fucked up, and now the system's all shitty, and the only thing I couldn't figure out where it was, so fucking reset.
Yeah. Okay, let's actually level up my guy. I have like 2 levels now. Ooh, I kind of want to level up this medical. Ooh, let's do that. I'm gonna go back to this hospital. See if that guy's died yet. So
back in the day when you're like, I just downloaded 300 songs, and you're not sure which song it was that's infecting your system now. So,
Oh yeah, no, I was actually pretty good with that. I remember that shit back in the day. LimeWire. That was like I was a fucking LimeWire mongrel. I was on that thing all the time downloading shit. But I just remember
one time I let my girlfriend download her fucking MP3 onto my system to just back all of her shit. I let her plug into my computer. And it just fucked me over, and I was like, well, now I gotta wipe my whole system and start over.
That's rough. Yeah, no, I was like I said, I was a LimeWire mongrel. I remember I would download everything, from like actual artist songs. I would download those like random remixes all the time. That was probably the best part of LimeWire, was like those like random remixes that people would do that you'd find on there. And then, I'd be downloading movies and stuff. I was actually pretty good though, cause like it was like I again, that computer literacy thing where it was like I would be able to tell by like the file size and the title name, like usually whether or not by the file size and the title name, I had about 90% accuracy on whether or not it was gonna be a good file to download, because it's like, yeah, no, this isn't a movie and it's like 3 megabytes. Like, this isn't a whole movie. That's not how that works.
This is a hyperlink. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or like I'd even download like pirated games off LimeWire sometimes, and it'd be like,
People think I got ejected from
oh
the
yeah,
school
like
because I'm choosing to
this.exe,
win.
and it's like fucking 300 kilobytes. I'm like, oh yeah, that's not right.
Nah, I used to do a lot of torrenting and shit back in the day. Pirate Bay was. I sailed the high seas for
Yes,
quite a while.
I don't anymore. Wink, wink. But
Nah.
yeah, back in the day.
But no, I used to fucking get shit and, you know, I was running converters so I could run it on my fucking PS3 because the
Hello
PS3
again.
had the fucking
Hope you
support
ain't here for yourself.
for it. So then I would like
sound
convert
like
it
my
to a
unit
file the
Stop
PS3 could
sniveling,
read
Erickson.
and
You're not
Once I stopped
all that.
howling,
I was
saw
doing
the
all that
point.
shit back in the
Worry,
day.
I returned
And then
fire.
it's and then like streaming happened and it was like
As for the
I
rest
don't have
of
to
these
download
fine folk,
shit
they
anymore.
were attacked by
I could just
only
watch
the
it.
FOB, the man in charge, Commander Torres.
Yeah,
Saying it's all, I
streaming.
suppose it could be
Honestly,
worse.
streaming was good for
At least
like.
Command's not throwing us at that relay station. That sounds great.
Streaming was good for like
streaming,
the
not-
first
not-
couple years of streaming. Like back when Netflix had actually everything, it was good.
Oh yeah, but I'm not even talking about Netflix. I'm just talking streaming. When streaming happened, then you know
But
the
yeah.
idea of downloading and storing all that data was no longer required.
No, I mean, I don't know. The idea of downloading shit never left my mind. But it I mean, the thing is though, with streaming, and like there was a while that I didn't actually have
Hello
a computer.
again.
So
Hope
yeah,
you
with
came here
streaming,
for yourself.
it would definitely made everything way more convenient. And like I said, for the first couple years, when Netflix actually had everything, it was awesome because you just jump on Netflix and you'd be like, okay, well, what am I gonna watch? There's like everything on
Yeah, and
here
they
to
had
watch.
all the
And then
good
yeah,
shit.
and then they started all the new stuff too. And then they started, you know, slowly. Okay, I don't know if I want to put all.
Well,
this
then all
voice
their
on, I just did that.
licenses started running up, and then they weren't renewing the licenses to the shit that they had.
Well, no, it's not that they weren't
And then
renewing the licenses.
And then those licenses, like the licensees, were like, "Well, if they're doing it, we can do it." And now we have everything
That's what it
under
was.
the
That's what
Yeah.
it was. Is that it's not so much that they weren't renewing the licenses, is that all these companies realized right away that we can put together our own little Netflix.
We can be Paramount Plus. We could be.
So why are we gonna pay? Why are we even gonna license our stuff out in the first place? So that's what was happening, is that these
Well, yeah,
companies were
everybody
literally
thought it was a
just
license to print
yes,
money.
but what I'm saying is that like they weren't even offering the chance to relicense a lot of this material.
Right.
They were just pulling it
Yeah.
and then saying we're gonna put it on our own service, and then the stuff that people were interested in relicensing, like Seinfeld and The Office or whatever, they're charging, $250 million for a year of being able to use it on your platform. It's so that's what happened, and that's like you got the whole rise.
Friends was only $1 million for, by the way. But yeah,
that's
I get what you're getting
initially,
at.
but,
The
but
ridiculous
there's
prices.
some of these, they are ridiculous prices now. But it might not have been at the time, but they are now, and that's exactly why. But yeah, no, it gets to the point where it's everybody wanted to make their own money, and when everything was in one place, that streaming was convenient and easy, and that's why things like Spotify made everything so easy. When it came to
The
the
thing
music,
that I loved about Spotify was its deal with Sony and the fact that I could run it on my console.
I never
right?
was into
and have
huge.
it
I was never
They could
huge into
overlay.
Spotify. Pandora I actually used, which was pre-Spotify, because I would still use YouTube. I would still just go on YouTube, and that was back in the day when YouTube first came to phones, especially Android. You could play it with the phone locked. Like that wasn't that they took away that feature just to add it back with premium. Like I don't know why. Like, and I don't know when the overlap happened, because there was a while that you just couldn't do it, I'm pretty sure. on at least on iPhone, I'm pretty sure you just couldn't do it for a while, and then I think there was like a gap where you just couldn't do it at all, and then they brought the feature back with premium. But yeah, no, like I would just use YouTube. I would just use YouTube and then lock the screen, and then Pandora was kind of cool for a little while because that was like it would just shuffle and play stuff, and you could mix and put together playlists. Pandora was the original Spotify, and it was just completely free, and they would have ads every now and again. And then Spotify came out and kind of just killed them. But then I went from YouTube to Spotify back to YouTube, and then I went to SoundCloud. SoundCloud was the shit, and then it was funny too because I went to SoundCloud right around the same time that SoundCloud rap started kind of really becoming a thing. And okay, I'm looking for a store here that's gonna have that biomass stuff. But anyway, yeah, no. So when SoundCloud rap became a thing, so it was like the perfect time for me to start listening to music with SoundCloud, and then from there, I went to YouTube Premium, and now I'm a YouTube Premium guy. But yeah, I don't know. I've never really been into Spotify, but that's like but again, to bring it back to the whole argument is that that is why the music streaming services are still popular, because they have all of the music in one place. You don't have to do a bunch of different shit to get to the people that you want to listen to. But as far as watching stuff now, I don't have any streaming services, don't use them. I play primarily video games, then if I want something, I just find a place to watch it and watch it.
Yeah, I told you the same, but my brother-in-law, like we got the Netflix, the Prime, and the Disney. We get the Prime because we do a lot of Amazon ordering, so we get Prime as part of our package for our Amazon package. So we get Prime Video anyway.
Yeah, well, I have Prime too. I also get the Prime Video.
However, I recently enrolled in a course on
but I mean,
advanced
I
amputation
do watch
techniques.
some stuff
So
on there
I'll be
from
seeing
time to
a
time. My
positive return
girlfriend
on
does
my
have
investment sooner than
Netflix,
expected.
and we like to watch stuff together. So that's when I usually watch a lot of stuff, and the
We
streaming
do,
service.
we do got the Disney Plus. The only,
Yeah.
and I mean, that's on the lowest bracket, so it's whatever. But that, like I said, that's my brother-in-law, and that's mostly for the kids. Like they watch Netflix or Disney for the most part. The Prime is more the adults. That's what we watch. That's what I watch, and like I have both Disney and Prime on my PlayStation.
I'm in the middle of.
I only had the Disney because I wanted to watch that
I'm
Alien
not
show.
running a charity.
So
if you desire full treatment, you'll pay full cost.
Yeah,
well, then,
it's,
she should have
the one
thought
thing I
about that
will
before
say is
getting
that
shot.
the one advantage that these places have over like the pirating sites and all that stuff is that it's just the UI.
convenient.
No, I wouldn't say convenience, kind of.
Anyway.
But I mean, like the thing is,
Yeah,
though, now it's
I
like
would-
it's convenience, kind of. But I would just say the ease of not ease of access, but just the UI and the overall viewing experience. Just because you don't have to you're not dealing with the weird pop-up ads, so you got to click out of every 6 seconds, and then that type of stuff, and then just like for the casual viewer, because I was just talking to my boss about this last night actually, when he was giving me a ride home. Funny enough, because we were talking about because we were talking about like just like our evenings. Because I was wanting to grab an energy drink, and he's like, "Oh, you're drinking it like you're drinking like one like tonight, like like it's like or it's already after 6." And I'm like, "Yeah, just sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't." And just kind of got into a conversation, and like he was talking about what he does in the evening, and he's like, "Yeah, no, I sometimes I stay up because I'm watching." Movies and media. He's like, I like to watch, the same movies over and not the exact same movies over and over, but like old movies that he likes, he'll watch over and over. Like, and I'd like, yeah, no, I feel it. I like to rewatch movies that I like too. And I'd said to him, I think it's because, you don't really watch a lot of new stuff just because there isn't anything good, you know what I mean, that's new. And he's like, yeah, he's like, I'd love to watch like a new movie, and it's like, yeah, but there just isn't anything good that you'd probably want to watch. And then I got to talking about Dune, because I was like, if you are going to watch something new, you probably should check those out. the new Doom movies because they're fucking amazing. But anyway, we just got basically into talking about like how we watch our shit, and then it's like that was the whole conversation where I was like, yeah, you know, when you stream stuff and you go find the sites, you can find anything you want, and it's super easy and it's free, but you have to know what you want to watch, right? And the thing that having the apps like Netflix and all that shit does that's better is that they
Well, it's also, you also have to know what to click on and what not to click on if you don't have an active pop-up blocker.
well, yeah, it's one of those things where it's like if you just want to sit there and be like, oh, what do I want to watch tonight? Like it's the Netflix and all that stuff does that better. You can sit there, you can browse,
Oh, yeah.
you can check through, you can just say, oh, this sounds good, this looks good, and just click it and see if you know you're gonna enjoy it. Whereas opposed to if you have an actual site, you're gonna need to know exactly what you want to watch. You're gonna have to find it and then go watch it. But that's kind of how I watch my media, so that's part of the reason why I don't mind it at all, because I'll just go look for it if I want to, if I think it's interesting.
I still check my free one every now and again just to see, like, okay, what am I missing out of my services, right? Like, out of the services that I
Short
have.
of you skipping back in
What am-
time
like,
and
'cause
ordering the
we don't get
coagulant I
Apple
need,
TV,
I
we
doubt
don't
anything
get,
can be
you know,
done
like,
to
there's a
accelerate
bunch
the
of shit.
timetable for treating these
So-
soldiers. I am a doctor, not now.
Like, I'll
Was there
go on there and
my
be like,
stimulus?
oh, this show, I wanted to watch this show, so I'll watch that one there. So it's like, yeah. Or shit that just no one is carrying anymore. Like, there's no providers for it, so it's just like, oh, I guess I'm gonna go watch it on the stream site, right? So
Yeah. Auntie's Adreno infuser. That looks good. I think I'm gonna buy that. Continue. But yeah, man, it's a wonderful world that we live in.
no,
How does this thing do?
streaming has simply just become cable. That's what's the problem for me. Like, it's just turned into cable all over again. So
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, I mean, like, I was down to watch TV back in the day, but, like, I don't know, man. I feel like, I kind of grew out of TV pretty, like, I not probably say pretty quickly, but, like, at some point, I was just like, I'm kind of over this.
I like to watch TV if I'm eating, or as something to do before bed if I can't find anything else to watch on, like, YouTube or something. So,
Yeah.
like, or playing classic stuff, like, I'll just throw on Alien, like the original Alien, and go to bed. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes it's just to have something on.
Yeah. No, I don't sleep without something on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't sleep without something on. I always have something, but that's literally just like I just leave it there, like on my phone, laying next to my head, and I just kind of like I don't even watch it. I just like listen for the most part. Like, if I'm like, I barely ever like just sit there and watch shit by myself. If I'm being completely honest, like, even YouTube, if it's during the day and that type of stuff, I'll be on my computer doing something else, like playing a video game or working on a video or whatever it may be, and then I'll have something playing in the background, like on a different monitor type thing. But yeah, if I'm watching an actual movie or a show, 9 times out of 10, it's usually with like Mari, or it's with the guys in Discord, because everybody's watching something together, or if I'm hungover. That's usually when I watch stuff. It's when I'm hungover. Because then my brain just doesn't have enough energy to actually like play a video game or do something where my like thinking has to be involved.
Yeah, like I watch more shows after I'm overstimulated. Like, playing games, like, sometimes, depending on the game. Like, I mentioned this the other day because, like, we were playing Monster Hunter, and for I don't know what it is about that game, but it fucks with my head. Like it gives me a migraine.
It's probably because of the graphics. It's like the textures the textures feel like they're like constantly moving. Like they don't feel like they're like there's no I don't want to say rigidity to them, but it's just like the way that they do the lighting for the textures. It just looks like they're like it's like there's just everything's covered in fucking bugs that are just constantly crawling. It's like
Either way, it fucks with my head, and then I can only play it for so long because it'll like give me a migraine and like make me feel dizzy, almost like it's triggering my vertigo, which might have something to do with what you just said. Yeah, I've never looked at it that closely, but the game itself just fucks with my head and makes me uncomfortable. So like afterwards, I need to take a break from like everything. So
Yeah,
I'll
no,
like
I feel it.
I'll throw on a show or something if a game makes me feel that way, or if I start to feel like that. Like if I'm dizzy, throwing a show on is just I need something on to distract me
Yeah.
from that feeling, and I can't focus on a game enough to play a game, so I'll watch something, and that's about it. Like,
I feel it.
and even then, like sometimes just the act of looking for something to watch is enough to help me get through it. So it's because like I spend more time looking for something to watch than actually watching something when I'm looking on like fucking Prime or Disney. I'll spend more time looking than I will actually fucking watching it. So
I feel it.
something it's like being that stoner thing where you like look in the fridge every 5 minutes knowing that the contents haven't changed
Oh
and
bro,
there's nothing in there you want,
I'm
but
actually
you're gonna
the
do
fucking worst for that. I do that all the time. Tars probably thinks I'm fucking crazy.
it. I do that. I'll go look in the fridge, look in the pantry, go check outside in the freezer, then I'll go look in the fridge, check the pantry again, and it's just like trained in me at this point, but it's something that goes back to when I was like stoned looking for something to eat.
Yeah,
No,
Right?
I
I
don't.
do the same thing sometimes. It's because I was a fat fucking kid that would just eat when he was bored, and so like I'd get bored of whatever I was doing, and I'd get up and walk over to the fridge. I do it now. I get up and walk over to the fridge, and I just look in the fridge. And I'm
They're
like,
in there. Like I've
what's
been
there?
so bad that I'll just sit there with the fridge open till the fridge starts screaming at me that it's like, you've had me open for too long, shut the door. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Still got a perk point available. Lockpick. Do I go fucking speech? I go
Or I'm
meditate.
just staring inside the pantry. My sister's like, are you gonna pick something? And I'm like, nope. There's nothing in here I want. I've been in here already like 3 times today, and there's nothing I want from in here.
But the thing is, though, is that like that's like I swear sometimes it's just like that third time is where you decide that you'll just try something and you're just like, fuck it, man, I just need something. I'll grab this, and then you eat it and you're like, this shit is actually not even bad.
Yeah, it's like the other day I was just like, I saw the peanut butter and I'm just like, I'll make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and it was amazing.
Exactly.
But like,
Exactly. Fucking. But yeah, that's how I always am with candy, cause I'm such a sweet fiend. So like that's what happens all the time with candy. Is like I'll go into like go into like the closet or like the pantry or whatever, wherever, and there'll be candy, and then it'll be like the type of candy I don't even really like, but I'll just be so high that I'll be like, fuck it, and then I just end up eating them anyway, and just like not even I'm like, they're not even that bad. But it's the type of candy I'd never choose on my own. Like I would used to go to like the dollar store and buy these like big bags of like jelly beans. They had their own like in-house no name brand like Jelly Belly jelly beans, and I would buy those, and then like I'd always like leave out like the cotton candy and the kind of like weirder flavored ones, and there'd just be like a fucking bags full of just like all these like ones I didn't like. And then like I'd be high, sitting there like not wanting to go to the store, and I'd just be like fuck it, and just eat all the ones
Eating
I
the
don't.
popcorn
Yeah, I'm just
flavored
eating.
ones.
Yeah, eating all like the shitty ones that I don't like, and I'm just like fuck it, I don't even care.
All the buttered popcorn ones.
Yeah,
like,
butter, popcorn, cotton candy, all the gross ones you don't like.
Hmm.
Man, such is life.
the ones is
Sweet sharks.
I don't know. Buttered popcorn isn't necessarily gross. It just doesn't fit with the rest of the jelly bean.
Yeah, no, that's for sure.
And it kind of disturbs me that it gives you the same feeling as if you just licked butter. Like it puts that feeling of butter in your mouth when you eat it. And you're like,
Yeah, it's like
how
the
do you do
texture.
that? Yeah, what is this chemical texture in my mouth?
Or director where I found a flaw in
Yeah,
you.
man, I don't
What?
know. Gummy bears is always
What?
gonna be my classic when it comes to like candy that you could just pop and
Okay,
like that.
hold on. They found a new flaw. I just unlocked a flaw. Easily distracted. Your skills are erratic to say the least, but a jack of all trades is oftentimes a better than a master of one. Oh, it's because I've done too many different skills.
I need
Donnie is
watching.
watching. He just sent me a message. He said I'm expecting to see some ready to hunt killers when I get on.
I am
Does that mean
babysitting.
I have to start playing Monster Hunter now?
I mean, if you want to, I don't think.
When leveling, you
I
can
don't think
only
there's
add skill
enough
points in your
that
lowest
you'd really
non-zero
be
skillers.
satisfied with coming back just yet. Like, there's only like 3 or 4 monsters like 3 monsters that you can regularly hunt realistically, and then a 4th one that's like, okay, if you want a super challenging fucking boss fight, sure. But
I thought you guys beat that thing already. He wants to keep hunting it.
He wants to get an
yeah,
A
because we
rank.
didn't get A rank.
Oh my god. We're not getting under fucking. Oh my god.
Boy, take
We're
this
not gonna
terminal
get
and
under
trash it.
14 minutes.
That's it. I need a smoke.
Like, I feel like that's a huge ask.
I don't know, I mean, like, maybe if it was you, Jake, Wes, and Donnie, but Wes is working this evening, so...
Even Wes kept getting one shot out of it. Like, the last time we hunted it, Wes died all 3 times. Like, it was him who failed out the mission completely. So, like, and I mean, I'm not calling him out on it, it's just, that's what happened, right? Like, that was the last time I hunted, and I mean, we are, like, when it comes to the archers, we are 2 of the best archers in our Discord, right? Like, we are the only archers in the Discord.
We're the 2 best archers in the Discord. I mean, we're the only archers in the Discord.
But, like, we know our craft. Like, it's not like we're fucking around, right? So, like, we're putting up good damage numbers, and I know that. It's just, the fucking, like, and I can say, I have not died to the thing. I've died, actually, I did once. Yeah, once. I've only died once to him, and that was because he fucking pinned me down. And I couldn't get out of it. No, that was the Regios. Like, so, no, it wasn't even that fight. I got killed in the Regios fight. So no, the octopus hasn't killed me once, but that's only because I know what to avoid. And I think that was the problem with fucking Wes, was that he didn't know what to avoid or how far it was going to actually reach. So, like, yeah. and he wasn't prepared for that level of damage. Like, archers generally aren't armored enough to fucking take those hits like that. So, all of our jewel slots are generally used to maximize our fucking attack power. So like, and not just like literally the stat attack power, but you know what I mean? Like, we're using mechanics to do the most damage we can with our little arrows. So yeah. We don't have a lot of space for extra defenses on our queue. So it's a lot of don't get fucking hit or we die.
Well, now I'm
Basically,
because y'all
archers
get
straight up
graphic
are.
by this shit. Now I kind of want to see it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be down to let you hunt it.
You gotta give me permission, nigga.
No, I mean, I'd be down to hunt with you, basically. Like, let's go. Do it.
Yeah, I'm down.
But no.
I gotta fucking. I'm just in this area. I gotta finish this. I have it installed. I just gotta boot it up. And,
But no, we'll wait for Donnie, and we'll see what happens.
yeah, no,
But
I'm gonna hop in. I want to do the fucking improvement quest, and I want to get that armor.
But no, like, it is. He's not like, I don't know.
Hey you! Get over here before you get yourself killed.
This fight just feels like they listen to the community, because the community is like, all the arc tempers are way too easy to kill. So they gave this thing a one shot.
And
Like,
you're
basically, if you
desperate,
get hit
Raph?
with by it, you're dead.
Which is why I gotta ask, what are you doing here?
Like,
Yeah? Daryl, this rep
it
didn't
does
even
so
have
much
anything
fire
that could help my
damage.
draft.
You get caught
This whole
in
thing's
it,
a
you
wash.
die,
I'm
right?
sick of it.
Like,
I know,
even
I
with
can't
fucking
exactly
fire
afford to be picky
resistant.
about the jobs that come my way neither. Considering
I
my
think Donnie
condition.
survived
If
because
you
he had a.
you'd know. Unless you're accustomed.
I think it was
other
because
than
he was
punch a hole in my
blocking.
armor,
Like,
cause
he
you at
managed
the
to
saloon
survive
to
with
yell
like
in
2 health or
consternation?
some shit at the
Not
end of
much.
one
I'm
of the
considered a
attacks. And I was
liability.
like, how did
My
you even
graph's
live
all
through that?
wrong.
And he's like,
Everyone in
on a
Fairfield
hope and a
reckons my
prayer.
time will come soon
It's
too.
like, okay.
But I'm still mostly upright.
Like-
I just know weren't many of us crafted. No. Enhanced Soldier Division was bet they'd erase it from the fight. I only been able to treat my own ailments thanks to Doc Tinsley in Fairfield. She worked for the program for a time.
That or his fucking
She's a
divine
good one.
blessing
If the
kicked
graft
in
were
at
an
full power,
imaginary
you know what I
boob,
mean?
You
Like,
looked at the fine. Not only would trying to could pursue fixing it myself, were I out of my contract. Law, no. The
and even
contract
then,
would
he
just
only
pass
survived,
down-
like, he was like
Anyway,
fucking,
I ain't a killer. No matter
like,
how
fucking
much I
within an
fantasize-
inch of his
I'm
life.
lamenting that his mock apple
Like,
martini
goddamn.
ain't blended quite right. Let me put it
So,
this
like,
way. If I was already on the bucket, the feeling.
And it's just
anyhow,
it's
good
chaotic.
luck
Like,
in
the
there.
thing's constantly moving, and anybody who's in melee range is constantly burning because it's just aggro. And while it's aggroed, it's fucking, like, while it's agitated, it fucking burns everyone around it. So, I mean, I've only been able to survive because I keep I have the gear that lets you heal through the red. That's my bonus. I get to heal through red, so even when I do get hit, as long as I avoid getting hit for enough time, I'm okay. I don't have to worry about healing myself for the most part, so...